In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful, hello everyone, and welcome to the new episode of the Fact series in which we discuss international political matters every week. Today, I have the honor of being the host of Alain Corvez, strategist from France. We are here to discuss the corona crisis in France. Thank you for joining us, dear Corvez, and good to be with you.
Thank you for your invitation.
You're welcome. One of the developed European countries experiencing turbulence against the corona outbreak is France. Unbelievably, France has also encountered problems such as a lack of masks and medical equipment to fight the coronavirus. Let's have your analysis on this issue.
Yes, I am very much angry about our government because I think he didn't take the good decisions and also the good proposal to fight against coronavirus. And I think after that there was for this government the necessity to lock down the entire population of France, because of course the sanitary necessities were not ready, and then this lockdown is now, I don't know exactly how long we have been in this situation, but it's 3 weeks, I think. And I think we heard different lies and different things about the mask, about the systems for detect the virus, and many things have not worked properly. And then I think the French people are more and more conscious, persuaded that this government has failed to take the good decisions. And this lockdown is going to ruin completely the economy of France, and that's a terrible thing. Or this virus is a pandemic. Okay, we have to fight against it, but not in the way the French government did it. And I think we have many examples in the world. Korea, even China, and Germany in Europe made a better fight than we did. And I think this government will have to explain later on why he behaved like this. And that maybe that's also the reason for this lockdown, which is going further. Then I think many French people disagree with the management of this fight against COVID-19.
In recent days, opposition's movements have accused former governments of selling masks to other countries in the past years. Do you consider this accusation against the French government also?
Yes. We heard that we sold some equipments which should be very useful for us now, and now we are leaking of this, missing these equipments, and that's the reason why the people are angry about that. And not only that, but not only this government, but the previous governments also of France, they have distracted our industry, and we learned that several industries which were very useful for preparing equipments against this pandemic, were destroyed or sold to foreign countries. Then yes, we made our government made many mistakes on dealing with this epidemic.
And also, it is said that the death rate of coronavirus in France is higher than official statistics. Do you agree?
Well, I don't know. Maybe there are more. Yes, it could be that, because I think it's difficult to know exactly if an old person is dying of coronavirus or virus or another disease. Then it could be more important, but there is not a very big difference. And I don't think it's very important. I have the feeling that the government for the moment, prefers to say that we are at war, as the president said, that this is a very important fight, and so and so and so. Then they have to increase the number of deaths to justify this lockdown, complete lockdown of the activity of the citizens and all the factories which are closing now, and many people are jobless now. We know that this disease is a big pandemic, but we know that other pandemic like flu are very much more dangerous than well, if you make the accountability of the number of deaths, well, it's not so important. I think to have accurate digits or not.
The French health care system admits that it does not have the facilities to test everyone, and these conditions will exacerbate the corona crisis in France day by day, while it seems there is nothing related to this issue in neighboring countries also. What is the reason for such a shortage?
Well, the reason is the same as I was saying before, is that a lack of preparation by this government. At the beginning of the disease, the Minister of Health, the President, the Prime Minister, they were all saying, and we have video now, which reports about they're saying 2 months ago. They were saying, we are ready, we have all the needs, we have everything, and we are ready to fight. Yes, and after they changed their language later on, then they were not ready. And the fact to before this expand of the coronavirus, there was big demonstrations in France. They call it the gilets jaunes, yellow jackets, and especially there was from the health organizations, who were saying that they have not enough means, enough money, and then they were refused money. They were refused to be heard only, and they were fought by the police in the streets. Then, but what they were saying is that we are lacking. We need more means to help the French citizens to be in good health. Then they were right in their revendications at this moment, and now we can see that no, we were not at all ready, and that our system of health in France, which used to be a very good one, and the personnel are very good. They are recognized all over the world, but now they miss all the essential needs to make their jobs.
You point to the Yellow Jacket movement. I would like to ask you, despite the restrictions imposed by the French police, we are catching from the Yellow Vest protest movement in the streets of Paris, complaining French economic circumstances and the policies of President Emmanuel Macron's administration. What does this movement indicate in this critical situation?
Was indicating that the people of France were not happy with the laws and the management of the economical system in France, and because they thought that all the decisions were in favor of rich people. Well, I simplify, but roughly speaking, is like this. They thought that the laws and the management was in favor of the enterprises, and not in favor of the simple people who are fighting every day to feed their family and then to live normally. Then you remember in Iran, where there has been manifestations also, social manifestations against the difficulties of the normal people in the streets. It was because the price of oil was suddenly going too high. Then the people were not happy with that, because it's their life of every day, which was in difficulty. And then it's the same in France. The people, from the beginning, they thought that all the organizations of the economical situation in France was in favor of the poor people or rich people, and not for the poor people, which was and there is more and more poor people than it's only for the middle class and the rich people. It's the feeling of the people, and then these manifestations, these demonstrations, and then the Gilets jaunes came after.
Of course, about the oil price in Iran and the demonstration, actually through this matter, it was not a real population of Iran. Actually, they are demonstrating against this oil price, and it was very limited in a short time, 1 or 2 days. But unfortunately, in France, we
Yeah,
have this demonstration weekly, and every single Saturday we are facing
yes,
with
yes,
such a matter in the
yeah.
France. Another question is now France is in the entire quarantine, and anyone who violate the regulation will be fined tens and hundreds of euros. But there has been news of fines for homeless people that have actually that have angered French people from the police. Do you confirm this news?
Well, I don't know. I heard, like you, some information like this, but I cannot say it's true or it's not true. I don't know, but I think it's difficult to control such lockdown and quarantine. But Actually, it works. The people stay at home and don't move. Most of the people, of course, there are certainly people who don't respect the orders, but the majority of the people are respecting the orders of lockdown to stay at home.
And are you satisfied with the management of Macron's administration in fighting against coronavirus?
I think there was no good preparation, and after that there were lies to hide the fact that there was this bad preparation, and now I totally disagree with the fact to put the whole population of a country under lockdown like this, counting like this.
And what is your prediction about the future of this crisis
I don't
in
know.
France?
I think I'm afraid that this lockdown will be further on, and but I think when we go out of this situation, then the French citizens will express their disagreement with the management of this crisis.
Okay, thank you very much, dear Corvez. If you think that something is missing in this interview,
Okay.
I'm all ears.
Thank you very much. I'm not in a good condition, but I can just add. Yesterday, I went out of the place where I am locked down to assist the funeral of my brother-in-law. It was special in a church where we were just 15 people, and then. But I had to travel 45 minutes from Paris, where I am now, to Paris, and I could see that there was nobody or nearly nobody in the streets, no traffic. Then the country is completely locked down, really.
Mm. And may
Thank
God
you very
bless
much.
him, actually.
Thank you
And
very much.
you're welcome. Thank you for your rich words, and good to be with you
Thank
again.
you.
Thank you for joining us, and take
Thank
care of
you. And
yourself. Bye bye.
I love very much Iran and Iran people. Then uh, that's why I accepted
Thank
your
you very much.
invitation.
I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate your
Bye.
time. You're welcome. Goodbye. Dear audience, it was another talk with Alain Corvez, a strategist from French. Thank you very much and catch you later.